In today's breaking story, Donald Trump just dropped a Putin bomb all on Air Force One. That's right, things continue to be ridiculously unpredictable with Donald Trump. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, recently, Trump met with Vladimir Putin, and it was a complete disaster.
The thing that I think is striking us and also all the people around the world who are waking up to all of this news and trying to figure out what happened here is that Putin just a few years ago, just yesterday, 2 days ago, was a pariah, right? Most European leaders had not spoken to him in a very long time since he invaded Ukraine. But this NBC article that we have up today with this breaking news, Putin rehabilitated by reception in Alaska, and that's according to a German lawmaker. The quote is, "There is no ceasefire and there are no serious consequences," Roderick Kaisweider of the center-right CDU party told German broadcaster ARD today. Instead, Kaisweider said the summit allowed Presidents Putin and Trump to appear on the world stage as equals and said Putin's red carpet reception of Putin was in blatant contradiction to the reception given to Zelensky at the White House. I assume that's Trump's red carpet reception of Putin there. You know, he got a ride in the beast, which doesn't happen that often. He got this flyover, you know, all these beautiful pictures, Donald Trump smiling and shaking his hand. He got to talk first during the remarks and last. What did the United States get out of this?
We'll just take a step back. The idea of having a summit with Vladimir Putin, given everything you've talked about, it should have been made conditional.
Yeah.
To me, one of the most surprising things of Alaska was how unconditional the entire thing was.
And MAGA did not hold back. Some Republicans were furious with Donald Trump's behavior.
Zephyr, Florida, Republican, good morning.
Well, good morning to you.
What did you think, Frank, about the summit?
Well, I thought it was a farce. To be honest with you, you're doing a flyover. You're supposed to do that afterwards. You wait until you get something. Second of all, you don't treat a man like that. That's your enemy. You don't give him a red carpet. On that plane going down there, he said one thing. If he doesn't give me what I want, then I'm going to give him sanctions. He didn't give him those sanctions. Third of all, I hope he enjoyed that lobster and that filet mignon and the red wine that the taxpayers had to pay for. I am so pissed at this. He got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Did you see how smug he looked sitting there?
You're talking about
like
Putin.
A child?
You're
That
talking
man
about
got
Putin
nothing.
looked. You're saying
I'm
Putin
talking
looked.
about Trump.
Trump looked smug.
Looked like a child.
Did
sitting there.
You're a Republican, Frank. Did you vote for Mr. Trump?
Of course I did, but I ain't voting no more because the guy's a liar.
And now Trump just dropped a Putin bomb on Air Force One. Take a look at today's top story. Tonight, President Trump is once again proving that when it comes to Vladimir Putin, his instincts are dangerously naive. Flying aboard Air Force One, Trump was asked about Russia launching another wave of drone attacks into Ukraine. Instead of condemning the violence or standing firmly with America's allies, Trump's response left even his supporters stunned.
Before you stop, thank you for coming back to take questions. We saw that Russia continued its violence into Ukraine last night, launching even more drones. What did you make of that?
I think they're trying to negotiate. He's trying to set a stage. I mean, in his mind, that helps him make a better deal. It actually hurts him. But in his mind, that helps him make a better deal if they can continue the killing. Maybe it's a part of the world. Maybe it's just his fabric, his genes, his genetics. But he thinks that makes him, gives him strength in negotiating. I think it hurts him, but I'll be talking to him about it later.
This is the sitting president of the United States excusing acts of war as if they're just part of Putin's DNA. To Trump, Russia's drone strikes aren't a deliberate choice. They're just something in his genes. That isn't strength, it's weakness. Instead of holding Putin accountable for continued aggression, Trump brushed it off as if Putin simply can't help himself. Experts warn this kind of thinking sends a dangerous signal that the US president sees Russia's brutality not as a crime to be stopped, but as an inevitability to be tolerated. And while Ukraine fights for its survival, Trump's words show exactly why Putin continues to escalate. With Trump, there's no threat of consequences, only excuses. Once again, Trump is showing the world that when it comes to Putin, he's not negotiating from a position of strength. He's rationalizing the violence. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.